Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Anderson. That is caught downfield by Harrison. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Anderson. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Anderson now to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
This offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
They'll run with Pollard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Titans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Here's Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Nix once more. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
3rd and short yardage. Nix working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first down, right back to Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it to the post for 3 points. Game on.
And the Titans getting set to go. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are. And let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the #1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
On 1st and 10, Anderson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's finally taken down. And it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Anderson on 1st down. Being chased out left. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., a 20-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now it's Nix. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That's taken on the 25. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't
don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, here's Nix. Throw out wide is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Nix throwing on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing after the interception. Nix. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And quickly they get to the line. Nix to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Nix to throw again. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Nix. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Anderson throwing on first down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Anderson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Looking to throw. Anderson steps away to his left. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A final shot before break. Nix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. The last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the Dolphins who were able to pick up the victory at home. The Dolphins are officially ready for the postseason as they finish things at 15-2, a tremendous regular season. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He was running with a purpose as he found the end zone 3 times in that first half. And that opposing defense had better come up with a scheme for slowing him down.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working out of the gun is Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on third down. Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are pouring it on. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Paul again. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And Graham's got it over the middle. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, 39 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing on 2nd down, Nix. And that's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st and 10, Anderson. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Here's Pollard again. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the draw, it's Hall. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now Anderson throwing to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Pollard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Hand off to Spears. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back to throw. Nix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Nix to the air again on second down. They'll find a man over the middle, 2-2 Atwell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Nix looking to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And this one complete again to Mims. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Back to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Looking to throw. Anderson. Pass complete there to Harrison. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Anderson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Anderson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Back to throw. Anderson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.